Villains are often misunderstood. I know he's going to do something bad. When is he going to do it? Have you seen the interviews I've done before? Because this is one of the things I've been telling people.
The coming darkness was always the turning point. This is where everything is headed.
Guten Morgen, Felix. Wie geht's?
Guten Morgen. First of all, you are incredible and hauntingly evil in the role of the Mule. Fans love the character and I'm sure are eager to see more of him in this season. How have you been enjoying getting to be a part of this incredible series, and how did your co-stars welcome you?
First of all, I'm super proud and happy to be part of Foundation. I think it's one of the best shows out there at the moment, and to be part of one of the best sci-fi shows is something extraordinary. So I feel extremely blessed and very honored. How did the cast welcome me? With a lot of nights out in Prague, which is the best way to be welcomed every single time. And as a Dane who do enjoy a bit of beer, Prague is not the worst place to be in.
Villains are often misunderstood, and they are the most interesting to viewers when they are flawed and complex. Why do you believe, drawing from your own experiences, audiences are drawn to bad guys in a story?
You answer it yourself. Villains are often misunderstood. And I think that's the case. I think every time you have to create a character, no matter if it's the protagonist or an antagonist, you need to identify with the person and you need to make that person as flawed as possible, because when you create a character that is flawed, you can identify with him much more. 30 years ago, villains would be one-dimensional. They wouldn't be serious, they wouldn't be spectacular, they wouldn't be fun. They would just be evil because of being evil. Nowadays, especially with Breaking Bad and other TV shows, we're creating more and more nuanced villains because we as an audience are becoming more and more, we understand storytelling way better than we did just when we were kids because of technology, etc., how we analyze visual material. We're very fast in the way we perceive things. I have a tendency to make them a little bit over the top, but that's because I get a bit bored. I want to make them fun, intriguing, interesting, and likable. You always need to find the right balance between unpredictableness, which is the most interesting emotion of all, because that's where you're sitting on the edge of your seat and you're like, what's going to happen? What is he, in my case, what is he going to do? I know he's going to do something bad. When is he going to do it? And if I can get people and the audience so connected and involved in my character, and then I've done a good job. But at the end of the day, it's the director, it's the showrunner, it's the writers, it's the settings, and it's your colleagues. They do all the work. Honestly, in my case, I just often have to remember the lines. That can be difficult enough. And then, give it my best and do my all.
And have a ton of fun, so it's a great collaboration.
Yeah, you know what? When you're working so much and when you're away from your family so much, you want to have a good time. You want to enjoy your work and you want to enjoy the job, because else it's not worth it.
As a big fan of Game of Thrones, I have to say how excited I am to see you basically get to be the space Euron Greyjoy.
You've seen the interviews I've done before, because this is one of the things I've been telling people. When I had my first meeting with David Goyer, who's the showrunner on Foundation, he called me and he said, "Hey, Pilou, Michael Piersbrand, this is in the second season. We want you to do it in the third season. Nothing dramatically. We just want to do something else. Are you up for reading the script? And by the way, I loved your work in Game of Thrones. I thought it was super good." That's always a good thing to tell an actor, that they appreciate your work. So I was listening a bit more. And I was like, all right, David, I'll read it. It's very different from Euron Greyjoy. He's like the sea pirate, so it's very different, just so you know. But he is a villain. And then I got the scripts, I turned the page, and on the first page it said, "The Mule, space pirate." And I went like, what? But you know what, I did the best I could under the given circumstances, and we got the options to change a little bit in the character. And I got more screen time on Foundation. I love the work I did on Game of Thrones, but it's very different from what I'm doing on Foundation.
For my last question, the CGI is incredibly realistic and fits in perfectly with the real sets.
Because it's all real. We shot this in space in the future.
Was there a particular scene that you can think of that had a practical set or was on location this season that really surprised you?
You know, when doing scenes in the practical world with practical props, it always helped the acting a lot. Sitting in front of a green screen, imagining a dragon or imagining a spaceship arriving is always a bit difficult. The scenes we did in the battle, shootouts, those scenes were pretty cool because that were on location in set designs that really felt real. And I'm in a spaceship a lot in this one, which is, between you and me, a little tiny chair in a little tiny glass bubble with 5 cameras, imagining I'm on this massive, massive spaceship. But that's when you have to use your imagination.
Awesome. Love that. Love the show and love you in it. Thank you so much for your time.
Felix, you seem like a very good person. I like your taste.
Thank you so much.